it's an event in our life,
Right.
not a trauma, because when we label it trauma, it becomes traumatic. It becomes catastrophe. It becomes an event where you cannot control.
That was a download. It put us on the spot. But I love it. Are we keeping it real? How many of us are showing up in our lives every day and keeping it real? And this is how you can answer the question. And you guys can let me know if you agree. If you John with it. If you're getting up every morning and you're hitting your mat like you're supposed to because you set that intention for yourself, you're keeping it real. If you're taking 5 minutes every day to get silent, that challenge that we posted yesterday, and today is day number 1, and you did it, you're keeping it real. If you're drinking the water that you're supposed to drink, to start taking more better care of yourself, loving yourself, taking care of that form that you need to live on this plane, you're keeping it real. If you're not procrastinating, getting things done when you say you're going to do it, and not the next day, because tomorrow never comes. That's what procrastination is. It's mind tricking you thinking, I'm gonna do it, but you're really not going nowhere. You standing still. But if you're not, and you showing up and playing full out, you keeping it real. Now I know I just blasted something. I could kill up, and I took it. Those were all from me. Those were all from me, because that's the best example that we can ever give each other. That's live. That's live, and it's real, because I only can speak for myself. If you're not eating too much sugar because it's been giving you headaches for months, you're keeping it real. If you're sticking to the new program that you set for yourself and writing in your journal every day, right? Keeping your affirmations up, you're keeping it real. If you are not getting angry just at the drop of a dime and deciding to breathe into it and change the way you deal with other people, you're keeping it real. You know why? Because you're showing up and you're playing full out with your life. That's keeping it real. What do y'all think? Did I speak for y'all? You all? Did I do it?
I love everything you said. Well, some things I resonated with. Let me back it up. I do love everything that you said, yes. And there's some things that I have said to myself that you also said. So yes, I resonate with a lot of what you said. And my definition, to add to what yours was, is being your authentic self. And always showing up for you first. It's always you. I mean,
you first.
She dropped some stuff on us one day. She said, discipline equals self-love. If you can just make almost everything that you do in your life equal to self-love, then boom, you okay.
And you real.
And then you are real, because then you will be your authentic self. Then you won't be a people pleaser.
Woo.
Then you won't say, I know so-and-so's energy is just straight toxic, but I'm scared because I will feel abandoned if I leave. You'll say, but I need to leave myself. And okay, like Angela said, I'm speaking to me right now. I'm being vulnerable because I had some abandonment issues, and what that ended up causing me is for me to stay in relationships, no matter what type it was. It could have been my spouse, partner, family, co-workers, whoever, but I allowed them to act a straight plumb fool because I was scared of being abandoned. So me showing up for myself, nope, I'm not going to allow you to be crazy, because I love myself regardless of this abandonment issue. you know, because we have a tendency, or me, I had a tendency of just throwing myself under the bus for other people. No, 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 no. So I'm showing up for myself. So I got my self-love jumping off. Woo! My self-acceptance jumping off. You know, got it jumping off. So yeah, that's my definition.
Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Dropping it.
Man, what?
Hey,
she dropped the mic. Drop the mic again today. Like you do that. With the pins.
so many drop bombs, so many bombs that you drop. I want to play this song a little bit again, Dee, because this is spirit working with me.
Please.
Of energies and how to budget your energy and everything like this, and how to be a service at the same time as taking care of myself. You know, that self-love, that piece right there, being at service and taking care of me, that piece right there is vital. And I tell you, this morning wasn't the best of morning for me, right? And I'm gonna be very vulnerable here, but let me play the song first.
Yes, I know.
Let me see. It's just like 30 seconds of it.
Okay, 30 seconds.
30 seconds of it. Nothing crazy, because I found what I needed while you guys were talking, just to play it, because I know how everything is, and I know we don't have to this music at all. Tori's an amazing singer, and if you want to go ahead and listen to both of her albums are fire, like fire. Affirmations to a Grown-Ass Woman is amazing.
Wow.
And this one, just to like, so here it is.
I recall all my power and all my energy back to me with divine care. Whoever, whatever is living off my light energy, run that back. Get your own. I'm emotionally gifted.
Get your own. I'm emotionally gifted. You hear me? So
I love it.
Yes, girl, I was listening to that this morning as I was doing my bed, girl. I was like, give it back.
Oh, man, she's amazing on all levels of everything. So she came into my life for deeper healing. So those deeper, so once you know you're doing healing, and you know, the deeper stuff will finish, and then you will feel like the bliss, the happiness, the thought, and everything, your finances are intact. All of that comes, you know, because, you know, there's things that you have to clear out. There's so many, you know, so yeah. And, you know, I just, it's funny. Somebody sent me a message and she's like, yes, boo, my manifestation is working. And I just like, yeah. Yeah, so my morning was like flat out, and I was just like, okay, how can we learn from this? Because this is the second time that it happened. And the first time it took this long, God knows how long it's gonna take this time. So how can I fix this? And there was no I in between. There was no I. And then I was like, okay. Can we go back? And I go back on my words. I was like, how can we fix this? So that I'm gonna step back, and today I'm gonna observe everything that's happening, and then I'm gonna look it up from a distance. I'm gonna spend some time in the sun meditating.
It showed up for you. It's right there. Like, yep, I got you back.
I got you. So yeah, that's it. But you know, the self-love, all of that stuff, it's amazing. And you know, we want to always keep it fire and lit for all of us, because we definitely, but when we're going to, the one thing that I always say to people is that when you're going through something in your life, it is happening for a reason. So we have to must take a step back, even if we're hurting, even if it's too painful, even if you don't understand it, even if it's a death in the family, all of it, even though sometimes we don't understand it at the level that we're in the journey of life. But if you don't know how to, just take a deep breath and take a step back. Don't take a step forward because your emotions are very high. So you're gonna manifest more of that in your life instead of taking a step back and saying, you know, okay, and then see it play out, because we are seeing it right here, right? And like I said yesterday, the collective has a bigger vision, and it's a universal vision, right? Ours is just right here. There's a universal vision, so that you have to tap in, and only in silence we find that. Yeah, only in solitude.
Yeah.
So Tori.
Yes.
Healing.
Oh and wait, Jessica, I mean, you're saying that I was knee deep in that. I mean, like last month, you know, because things, we label things as negative and positive, but all of it is growth. All of it is growth. And it does take time. Well, me personally, it took time for me to get out of, and I'm meaning since like last year, get out of a victim mindset and blaming and pointing. I'm going through this because that's the way I was raised. I'm going through this because it was you. Why are you here? You know, I was pointing. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave. I was going to check out. I can't handle it. No, you know, and just the evolution of literally wading through that mud and the muck, and it was in my eyes, it was in my face, it was in my skin, and I was, why? And just, you know, mud is thick and you can't walk through it. It's pulling you. It's hard. I'm just trying to walk and sinking down more like quicksand, you know. So, but got to that point to, like what you said, you realize that everything happens for you, not to you, Deanna. And you are a queen and you are here for this purpose. And let's just sit and see what am I really being shown right now? You know, like I was saying, the people pleasing, you know, why do you people please? You know, so you got to really just dig deep, sit with yourself and be honest. You know, get you a glass of wine if you need to, or me some vanilla almond milk. That's me. Woo! I'll put it in a wine glass. Don't play. I will do
That's
it.
right.
Yes.
I will do me. So you do you. Or I'll get me some fruit and put in some water and think I'm doing it, girl. Don't watch out. Don't play, okay?
Yeah, we don't.
It is good. Trust. It's good.
You know I'm fasting. You're gonna bring up my almond milk. What's wrong with you?
Sorry.
Strawberries and raspberries and blueberries up in there.
Boo, girl, why are you playing? Okay, I won't mention no more. I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry. It's discipline. In the face of it is like, you got this.
It's you know, you have to convince your mind, not your body, your mind. You have to convince your mind. I am grown.
I feel good. This feels great. Yeah.
Right.
Smile even when you don't want to. It's amazing.
I love that face.
Yeah. Oh my God. Listen, when I used to work at the bank, people didn't understand how they can see a chaos. Like, they see my boss throwing things, they see people over there acting crazy, and I'm like, hi, how was your day? I'm doing great. Come over here, I'll help you over here. Yes. Oh man, that blouse looks amazing on you. It brings out your eyes, and you're on your way. The next customer, wow, look at that watch. You're amazing. Yes, you did that. Or like, you know, whatever the case. And everybody was like, what is she doing? I said, you know what? Who knows who told that person today that they smile, or that their watch is okay, or you know, or yes, I got a lot of like guys thinking that I was hitting on them. I said, no, boo. No. This is just who I am. I just love to love on you, because you know, and even before the 2 years, even before my awakening, I was always like that, because I was like, dude, because there was time where I was like really like still faking it till I make it. And then customers were like, oh my God, Jess, like you're looking good today, even though I look like a hot mess. That made me feel good, because I was like, dude, you know, like it's just my smile. I used to tell people it's probably just my smile, because I look a hot mess today. I am like behind here, like almost with my to-do list up to I can't even finish it in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days.
Wow.
But you know, I still share love with people, because that's important. And yeah, we have to fake it until we make it. That's not a make-believe thing. This is a subconscious rewiring. This is what you're doing. You're rewiring your brain. You're rewiring it back to like, no, I'm gonna no.
I've had those days. Yes, I've had those days. I've had those days where I'm just like, oh, what did I say? And then 30 seconds later, oh, what did I say? Yeah. And it's like, oh, and it's battling.
Wait, how you gonna give yourself the mama voice? What didn't I tell you?
Like, look at my mama face. I mean it.
Right.
And they'd be like, you sure? But the so-and-so.
Guys, before we go on, I just want to say hi, Misty. Hi, 𝕱𝖑𝖆𝖊𝖘. I don't know how to say that. Welcome back. And hi to everybody that's watching us, that's going to be watching us on replay, and everybody that's going to be here later on and in a little bit. You know, we were supposed to have Empress Ingrid today, but Empress Ingrid is on a beautiful mission in life. Yes. And when she gets here, she's gonna blow our mind. She is amazing. She's traveling in the UK now, being a wealth yogini, and oh, that's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to have that conversation with her. She's in the middle of it, and if you know she committed to, then something changed. Energies always change, and we understand and we respect that. And we go with the flow. And that was one of the things that we understood, the scheduling, her scheduling, and we just want her energy here. We just want her to vibe with us, so you can see and learn from her, because she is a confidence coach, and she's amazing.
Yes. Wow.
So loving that we're gonna have her. Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, and hey Toro, welcome, Tink.
Hey,
you know, we love you.
Oh wow, girls. I just love the fact that it's something that you said about energy changes, you know, and then being able to stay in that blissful mindset, that peaceful mindset, hey, happy, you know, and flow with a smile. And listening to your inner self, you know, your inner voice. Because that's what I did. I was like, whoa, got that down. Because first I was going to start it with the title of the show and what Empress Ingrid was going to speak about, but it gave me a different one. It was like, no, say this and then go with it. I was like, oh, all right then. Don't know where it came from, but yes, we do know where it came from. Yes, we do know where it came from. And it's being, and we're able to do that because we're quiet. Like we was talking about yesterday. We get quiet a lot, not just in the moment. We get quiet in our quiet moments. You know, we don't seek distractions. We strive not to seek distractions. And we're taking that 5 minutes, that 10 minutes, that 30 minutes within. So it helps us to be connected to that divine energy. And then, we were able to go with the flow and smile. You know, you all know, every one of my friends out there who knows me like this, and Dee has been initiated.
I love that, initiated.
Last year, I would have been like, but wait, oh my God, what are we going to do? I would have did all that silly mess, you know, because of how I was thinking before, you know? So, yeah.
Not too long ago, I would have done that.
Wow.
Because of the, you know, because we're human, and sometimes we go to that. We go to that panic mode first.
Yeah, panic.
We go to the panic mode first, and
And the anxiety sets in. What were you going to say, Dee?
I was going to say the control, the control. We fear so much about not having control over a situation. And what we both had said earlier, instead of saying I trust and I surrender and going with the flow, because it happens a certain way for a reason, but ultimately we know that it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a big deal. The show will go on. We you know, and I mean, in life will go on. Yeah,
life will go on. Yeah,
you need your knee, get up, boo. It's okay. You know, it's okay. So just keep going. You know, don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop
I'm a new student. You all know I'm a new student of that. Learning about the control factor, I was like, wow, that helped me to think about my past traumas in this life, my past traumas, and how I wanted to, when I ran away, like you said, Dee, I just got away. I took that as my gain control. Now I have control over everything, and I'm not gonna let no one take it again. And I'm not gonna let no one hurt me again. It's gonna stay like this because I'm gonna keep it in control of it, and that's me loving myself. That's what I thought. And then when I met Master 𝕱𝖑𝖆𝖊𝖘, and he shared his wisdom of, you know, about flow, you know, and about those levels, the levels of happiness. And he showed that to me, and how peace was at the top, bliss, you know, and peace, and being able, no matter what takes place, is how you handle it, you know, it's how you act. And I was like, wow. So I started knowing I had to let go of that thought of having to be in control of everything, because there's a divine spirit who's in control of it all. And I had to flow with it so I could change and move and not be rigid. There's a saying, be like the willow tree. You know, a willow tree is like this, right? And it takes it where the wind goes, you know? It's not like the oak. I ain't moving, no matter what's going, no matter what you tell me, you know? No, it's like this, been like this for 1,000 years. No, you know, no matter how the wind blows, like, you gotta take me from my roots. But the willow tree is like, oh yeah, oh, we doing this now? Oh, all right. What you mean? Oh, we're not doing that no more? All right, then, let's try this. Be like the willow tree, bendable.
So I want to break something down before we go a little further. So what I got, what you were saying, that it's about trauma. When we say trauma becomes trauma, and it's more trauma after more trauma after more trauma. We need to switch the word trauma, my past trauma, to my past events, because there were events in our lives. There were events in our lives instead of trauma, because trauma, we continue to manifest those things into our life. This is a trauma, and it's not even a trauma. It's an event that happened in your life. It's a situation that happened in your life. It is a learning, a growth that happened in your life.
Oh, wow. Oh, praise God. Thank you.
So I want to do that for myself as well. And I want to thank the spiritual team for always being there for us. But yeah, that was that as you were speaking, I was like, okay, it's an event in our life, not a trauma, because when we label it trauma, it becomes traumatic. It becomes catastrophe. It becomes an event where you cannot control. In an event, you can in and out. Okay, that was an event of my life. I'm gonna, and you know, we can touch more when the experts come in and stuff like that. But that was like a direct. You were speaking, and it was just like formulating that into my thoughts. And I was like, okay, all right.
My past events.
Past events.
And some past events is honestly in flow. Because when we, I mean, and we've spoken so many times on labels, we label sickness, we label our color, we label our countries, we label so many things. And when we do that, it gives it so much power. And then, like you said, Jessie, we continue to attract that energy because we gave it the energy of that, you know.
Yeah.
So when we say events, when you said that, all I could see was water and evolution. I saw a journey when you said events. You know, it wasn't, because when you say trauma, you're literally you're stuck in time. You're stuck in time. When you say events, you're saying this was my journey and that was my path, and I walked past that. I can continue through that. You know, I walked through the mud, as I was saying earlier. I didn't stay stuck in that mud.
Yeah.
I walked through it, and I was strong, and I was learning, and I was growing and evolving. So powerful, powerful, powerful. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
thank
I'm
you
gonna
so
ring that
much.
bell, guys.
Yes, please. Yes.
Because what is going on is
Yes.
you know, I switched my camera because I didn't want to, the sun was really coming out, and then no, the sun is like, no, I really want to come in there, girl.
Really
Like,
wanna-
you gonna leave me alone?
Follows you. I don't know why you was acting like that.
I don't even know why I was acting like that. I was like, you know, I want to give the viewers a better view of like what we're talking about. Maybe I'm being blocked, and then no. I turned it and it came back. I was like, okay, I see you, I feel you. Everybody sees you and feel you now.
There you go. So everyone, our special guest, the sun. Yes, our special guest has become the sun. It's like I will be seen.
Yes.
Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful download. I'm so grateful and thankful. Oh my goodness. Yes. And how it shows we are here for each other, you know, and how communication is so important. And communication is the give and flow. It's both.
Yes.
We receive and refer. We receive and confer, you know, because we do have mutual obligations with each other. Because we're living life, you know.
Yes.
And that, wow, I'm just so thankful and grateful.
Yes.
And I was told when I was younger that the divine speaks to man through man, and to respect that. And that helps you in your growth. That's awesome. I love this because this is life in action, you know. It's living in action, it's love in action, you know. It's amazing.
Yes. You know what, Jesse, you said when we have the experts on, you are an expert.
Yes.
We've been.
When we have more expert, we can dig deeper. When we have more expert, we can dig way deeper than what we dig. But you know, I
get what you're saying.
Yeah, you know, the thing is that some people are like, oh my God, but you know, you don't have the blue label on your name and all that stuff. You know, people are like that. They label you. They want to limit you. They want to limit you, and that's what happens. They want to limit you, because I feel that's what happened to me. But I limit myself. That was me. I limit myself. So it wasn't other people. I was just like jamming into it.
Okay, because I want to go ahead and tell you that, because you know.
Thank you, Queen.
We because we forget, because okay, when I was going through the LOA coach thing, and you know, you're learning from your mentor, and then you want to have people that you mentor, but then when you talk to them, you almost speak to them as if you are not an expert. When you are, we all are. Even when we do our lives now, even when we talk on this live, we speak from our experience. That's what makes us an expert.
There you go.
It's not education. Well, it is. It's education because we're living it. It's practical. It's not in a book, because what can you learn from a book? A book is not going to tell you how it feels, or you know, it only says limited. It's like when you were saying earlier, it's this way. It's very limited view. It's very limited view. You know, it's a experience. Yeah. It's a experience. And I say book, but honestly, I meant all books, because even when you read a book, you don't make it practical, or it doesn't, you don't understand it. Meaning,
well, speaking of some women, they give their story, like we're doing live here. There's different genres. They'll give what we're saying right now in a book, but it's called a different type of book.
Okay.
Yeah, like if someone does their autobiography, or someone does poetry, or someone does, you know, It's different books out there that people have, they're doing what we're doing live, just different genre. In a book, that's different. But in textbooks, yeah, they say, yeah, you'll know how to do this. You want to learn, here's the instructions. You want to learn about here's something, what, you know, and that's the one where it says, yeah, what are you gonna learn from that? Where's the human experience? Where's the practical application?
I was meaning for the actual person reading it though. I'm meaning because sometimes, like, if you give me a book of your life, I'm speaking of me being an expert, not you. That's
I understand.
where it's coming from.
I'm
not knocking a book.
I'm
saying that what makes us an expert is the fact we are in this human body and we are living. That's what makes us an expert.
Yeah.
You cannot learn that from a book. You learn it by living. You learn it by going outside. You learn it by experimenting. You learn it by finding out what you like and what you dislike. You learn it by learning other people, loving yourself. That's what makes you an expert. So that's where I was going, Angela.
Awesome.
Yeah. See, you know, when I was doing meditation with the moon, and I will explain to people what I was experiencing, and then I'm like, have you ever sit down with the moon outside of your house in the dirt and just vibe there? And they're like, no, I just did the guided meditation. I was like, okay. So once you do that and you experience the energy that the earth can give you and the moon can give you at the same time, then we can talk about those experiences that I am speaking of and allow yourself to get there. And so I get it. Like, what? So thank you for that, because as you were saying, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what she means. Okay. So thank you. Thank you. Because I'm like, dude, powerful for me. It's like, what?
Puzzle pieces come together.
Wow. And the reason I wanted to say it too is because, I mean, my guide said to me that, you constantly say that you are a queen, but you don't believe it yourself. Meaning, I don't think that I'm a queen, or I don't think I'm an expert, or I don't think I'm worthy. So I wanted to be vulnerable and share that and say it to all of you watching live or replay, or even my fellow hosts, those fine sisters over there. We are all royalty. We are all kings and queens, and gods and goddesses, emperors and empresses. And the reason why is because we are.
Yes.
Like I tell you, I love you. I don't love you because you wear red. I love you because I do, because you are, because you are essence. And that's what we are, no matter. That's why I said you are still worthy even when you're crying. You are still worthy.
Yes.
People, please, you are still worthy. You are still a queen and king and goddess and goddesses. You are still worthy. You are still excellent. Yeah. So I'm sharing this because I had to literally not only say it, but believe it myself and know it within my being and really feel it. I mean, now I'll be dancing. I don't care. I mean, before I would dance too, but I did dance naked, okay? Because I had body. I mean, for real, because you know, especially different cultures and countries, they say that you are not beautiful unless you look this way. If you have hips, it depends on the culture too, and that's still that human stuff that we're dealing with. Your eyes got to be this, or this, your hair has to be long or straight or curly, or you have to talk this way. And so I had body images, I mean, issues to where I did not think I was worthy because of my body. So I was in the hallway earlier, y'all. I was dancing. Hey, I was woo! And no one was here. It didn't matter. But I was like, you know what? You are a queen, D. And I was just, just feeling it. I mean, and then I visualized. I had beautiful women there. I was a queen. What do queens do? They don't get dressed by themselves. No. I had other women that I loved, and they weren't my slaves. They were not my servants. They were my sisters that loved me. That was like, ooh, D, you need some lavender on. I'm like, well, get it. Girl. You know, I had rose petals in the water. I was dancing. I was a queen. So I wanted to say that, Jesse, you are an expert because you are a queen. Nope. Now, let me back it up. You are expert because you are. That's why.
I love it. Oh,
D, you know that I was speaking when you were saying things and my mic was muted because I did it for a reason, because I get real excited. So I put it off because I just wanted to enjoy your talk. And I was like, yes, queen. How do you put that body on the closet? Like, yes, yes. So yeah, if you saw my mouth movie, it was just me like really loving on you, the queen that you are. It's like, yes.
oh my God, that was so much love, so much power. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Jesse,
Oh,
I
man.
do it too. It was so funny on the live yesterday with Tink. Tink was like, we didn't do a mic check because I can't hear you. I said, because I'm talking.
Yes.
You just can't hear me because my mouth is moving. I was literally unmuted, but I was talking. I was like, it's like, is your mic? Isn't it? Oh, sorry.
Your mic's not working.
I forgot. Forgive me for not letting it out. I was talking. So trust, I do it too, boo. I do it too.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. That's why I love my sisters.
Man.
I love my sisters. I love them.
Oh man. Let me read the comments before we go on.
Yes, comments.
You go on in a sec. So Misty said, thank God I am not the only one who dances by herself. No, boo. Like, I dance by myself. Go get your dancing on.
Let's get your
You know, that's the thing. You're shifting your energy from like whatever you're going on, or you're just maintaining that beautiful energy that you have. And you just want to vibe it out. And you just want to really up and down, you know? And
wait, Jesse,
so she said
in public. Yes.
Oh.
I will jam in the grocery store.
Me too.
But
grab somebody else.
It's so funny too, because I have certain grocery stores I go to, so they know me. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, and they be like, hey.
My husband hates to go out with me because he's like, you're too happy all the time. And he's a Scorpion, so he has that wall, like he puts that wall. He's like so I call him the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. So that's who we are. I was like the Beauty and the Beast, because in this relationship you don't know who's the Beast or who's the Beauty is, because we both have the Beast and we both have the Beauty, but he goes out with his Beast on all the time. Like Beast is on.
Wow.
Like all the time. And he's like, you're so happy all the time. I was like, yeah, that's right.
Right. What?
He's like, please don't talk to me without my coffee. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk to you in my mind, which is even better because there you're happy.
Right. Wait.
You're happy.
That was amazing. And so Jesse, you're in the board. Okay, there you go. That was amazing, Jesse.
No, seriously, every time. So, you know, so my husband is 6'2", right? 6'2", and I am 4'11". So I'm like this tiny person.
6'2"?
Yeah, he's up here. So he's all the way up here. So when we're walking together, people just look at us like, how did that happen?
Right.
How? Because I was like, dude, first of all, one, I can handle a big man.
Right.
Two, let's go there first, because I know that's what you're wondering.
Right, because that's what they was really saying. How do they get it on at night? Because I don't see, like, that means his stuff is and she's
sweet.
Will you give us a documentary or a diagram or a video?
No, it's okay. I got it. And now I maintain myself because I do yoga. So yes.
Go
ahead,
really
stay over there.
Right. And my yoni is on fire. Watch out.
Trust to believe.
Right.
I put it on him. He don't put it on me.
Right. He'd be like, can we take a break? Nope. Shut up. Don't talk. Just
it's my turn.
Right. Wait, hit play first because I need to hear my jams. Why we do it? Whatever works for you, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we get that all the time, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And so then let's say, so somebody else is saying great women. Thank you for saying you're feeling a little hesitant to share. No, babes. Yeah, well, ladies, because I don't have the education experience you ladies do. Babes.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, can we just go real?
Yeah.
Did you not hear me? Okay, but go ahead,
Oh,
Jessica.
look at us. We're ready. We're ready.
No, so no. Ange, it's your turn to talk. So go right ahead. But seriously, Misty, come on. You can vibe in here anytime. Your background in education.
Yes.
It's oh my God, please.
Oh my goodness.
I love you, and I'm lost without words.
Exactly what Dee said. We're all experts. We're all teachers. Everyone can teach someone something.
Yeah.
We are all teachers. We're all experts. You're a profession at what you know. Do you know how many women out there, Misty, are unique to your message, what you have to say? And only you can teach them.
Say that again.
You can't do it. Yes. They're unique to your own message, your message. And only you with your unique, authentic self can teach them. Only you. Jesse can't teach it. I can't teach it. Deanna can't teach it. Nobody can teach it but you. So you're already certified, qualified, bona fide teacher, professor, instructor.
Bam.
You got it to teach, girl. Come on the show and start talking, girl.
Well, girl, she did. Remember on when we did our self-care, she was like, and
yes.
I mean, you gave us we was like, oh, a tutorial. Okay, watching. Okay, get it, girl.
In a demonstration, remember?
You better come in, girl. You better come up in here on Saturday and Sunday. And then when we do this interview, I'm gonna reach out to you for an interview. How about that?
Yeah. And come in on Saturday and Sunday, like Jesse said, and you can get your feet wet. Come in. You know?
That's right.
All you have to do is stand up and do it. You know, believe in yourself, love yourself. Know that you got this, girl.
And we got you too.
Yeah, we got your back.
Yes.
Man, start your own live and we'll show up and help you blow it up.
We will keep with you, girl. We don't just act like this in our own lives, okay? That's all I got. You will never know what you'll get with us. We'll be like, what?
That's true.
Oh my God.
That's so true.
I do this in different events.
Yes,
I kick it. It doesn't, because we want to, because this
we were doing it yesterday on Tink. Tink was like, y'all crazy.
I was laughing at her. She was like, woo, you just dropped it. Boo. Remember we were dancing? I was.
Yeah,
she was dancing in the background.
Ooh, I like being in the middle. You
know?
Yeah,
she was like that.
It's like, okay, can you act like we are live? You know, yeah, I do know that actually.
Tink was happy. She was so happy. She was like,
yeah, she was.
Well, you know what it is this is what life is all about, guys. You know.
Yes.
Being yourself. Oh,
yeah.
No matter where you are. And actually, Misty, she said, people here are scared of that because they are not used to it. You know what, Misty? Be the thermostat. Don't be afraid to be the thermostat, meaning that you're going to be your energy and your frequency no matter where you are.
Yes.
And actually, you'll be so on fire, they will come up to you, or they will be repelled. You know?
Yeah. Ooh, say that again, Dee.
Okay, be the thermostat. So be who you are, be your vibration, and they will either come up to you or they will be repelled. But either way, it's a win-win because you are being your authentic self. So be the thermostat. That's how I can ask. Some people will label as crazy questions because I come to the question as if it's not crazy.
Yeah.
I come to the question with, I'm curious. I want to know about you.
Yeah.
I love you. Yeah. And you're like, okay, so how much money you make? Because people don't usually like to talk about that. Or, well, why did your husband divorce you? You know, and I'm not being disrespectful or mean. And some people are like, oh my gosh, that's scary. No, just be you. Be a social butterfly. Go in a crowd and be that lighthouse and just be on fire and just be, hey, how you doing? Work the room. How you doing? I do this at the grocery store. Okay. I walk up to people and just tell them, you know what? I see how you're working in the store. I appreciate what you're doing.
Wow.
You are excellent. And I just want to thank you. And they just be looking at me, first of all, in disbelief. Okay, first, who are you again? Oh, my name's Deanna. Hey, how are you? Bob, because I can see their name tag. You
Hey,
are
Bob.
Bob, you
Right
keep
there.
stacking up that refrigerator like you do. You get it, Bob. And he'd be like, wow, okay, thank you.
And putting it up there like,
Yes, yes. So just do you, be you at all
Why doesn't
times.
my boss do this for me?
Yeah. Exactly.
Missy, we love you so much, babe. You have no idea. Like it's unbelievable how like so when I was leaving work, I told the girl because I let her know, I was like, you would never, I don't know, only if you allow yourself to feel what I feel, you will only be able to understand how I can love you as a stranger unconditionally, even when you didn't resonate the same love back to me, but I love you so much. And sometimes that can be scary for some people when you tell them that you love them. But yes, I do love you, and we love each and every one of you, whether it's now on this live, later on the replay, years from now, months from now, or whenever. We're gonna love you no matter what, because we're here to do that.
Because we are love.
We are love.
Yeah.
And we love you.
And I'm loving me, so I love you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
All the way live every day, all day, every day. Don't you feel it? Can't you feel it? Can't you feel it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Jesse? It's so funny that you said that, even because there was a time in my life that when people would tell me like, I love you, or, you know, you're beautiful. And I know I keep going back to this worthy thing, but I'm really feeling that vibration today that we need to address that again, or just say it in different ways.
I feel
So
it.
it will possibly resonate a different way with someone. Because even when someone would say, you're beautiful, you're worthy, or excuse me, you're beautiful, and I love you, I couldn't accept it because I did not feel worthy or that I didn't love myself. So I didn't understand, how can you love me when I don't love me, you know, or you know, no, I just wouldn't receive it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't receive it, you know. But now, yeah, it's much different. But I'm sharing this because I want our audience to almost do a evaluation of the emotions of how or situations. Okay, so like even at night, like in your night routine that you do. Okay, so like evaluate your day. Like, okay, so Jessie said on live this morning that she loves me. How did I feel?
Ooh.
I don't believe her. And write it down. And that's okay. Because what you're doing is that you're becoming aware of yourself. Because the first step is awareness. If you're not aware even why you're doing things, you cannot address it and see what inside of you is just crying out for help. So just write it down. Okay, I don't believe it. Well, then and say why? Why? Because I'm fat. Well, why do you think you're fat? Because my dad said, and that could be the root right there. My dad said when I was 3, I need to quit eating all them Oreo cookies or Ho-Hos or honey buns. And then you're like, oh, that's why. And then you're like, I'm cool. And then you work through it. So do that evaluation of yourself to learn you, so you can be that thermostat that we were talking about earlier, you know, and this a thermostat with no limits at all.
No limits. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Woo. Felt that coming. Absolutely. I love that, because at the end of the day, I self-assess. I self-assess to see how I felt about things. You know, why I went through what I went through that day, you know, whatever it was, you know, plus or minus, you know, and it really helps. It really helps you all. It helps you to see how you're thinking, because sometimes in the moment, you're just going through the emotional motions. You're just hearing it, feeling it, going through it, but you haven't had time to like process it. So when you sit down later and go, all right, wow, today was something. How did I, and you start picking kernels out, and then you write, like Dee said, self-assessment is a part of self-awareness. You know, you got to know, that's how we make changes in life. you know? You don't know what to change unless you look at it and find out what it is. You go, oh, that's what it is. Then once you have the answer, but what it is you have to change about yourself, then the work begins to like fixing it.
Right. Right.
Oh, thank you, Dee. Wow. And that was me. I resonated with that, exactly what you said. That's why you keep going back to the worthiness. I had that during this call. You know, and my mind said, oh, you know you can't do that. You know you're not doing that. And I was like, I pushed it. No one's seen nothing change right on my face. But we're in that moment all the time because it's about changing your mind. It's changing your mind time. You know? And that's a huge, big work. And self-assessment is a part of that, you know? Evaluating who you are and why you think and do the things you do is a big part of it. So thank you, Dee.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh my goodness, it is 8:53. How'd you creep up on me?
No, I was looking at that. I was like, no, but you know what? We'll be back tomorrow. Watch out.
I know. But with our last minutes, we don't have last minutes yet, but soon. Can we have a card to commemorate this day?
So yes, I'm gonna play 30 seconds of this song.
I like that.
And I'm gonna go grab a card that I saw back there and behind my tree that I saw that I was left there when I was cleaning up earlier. And I was like, I'm just gonna leave it there. And then I didn't think I was gonna pull a card today, so I left them in the front. But I'm gonna go grab it.
That's the card.
Treasure. That's what that is. Treasure right there.
That's the card.
I embody the practice of vulnerable desire. I have the wisdom to know when to invite another to that practice. I'm so healed from not knowing how sacred sex is. I have intimacy intelligence and communicate with soft confidence. And I listen with empathy. I am committed to feeling like a real good kiss.
And that one is called Kiss Me.
Kiss Me. Wow. I'm gonna drop some links in
Kiss me. Yes.
the chat.
Kiss Me, yeah. That one is called Kiss Me. This card, guys.
Wait. That was the card. That was the card you left yesterday behind that tree, right?
Well, when I was cleaning up, yeah, because it was raining. It was left behind. So I got wet. It's like, but the card says personal power. Divine timing, divine guidance.
It was left behind for today. You're gonna need me tomorrow.
I got chills and goosebumps. And I want to cry. What?
Portal.
Yes, it's in the portal.
Portal.
Am I in the portal?
Yep. Say all that again.
Was I in the portal?
Again. Yes, you were.
Energies that are not allowed to be here, please step out.
Right.
I choose to be myself and to express my truth. I have a positive influence on the people and the situation around me. We're gonna put this in the chat. I allow my integrity and confidence to shine, which instills more confidence and beliefs in myself, and then encourages others to have natural confidence in me. I do not allow my personal power to become egoistical, manipulative, or explosive.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I'm just sitting in it.
I love it.
I'm gonna sit in it. I'm gonna put it in the chat so that if you want to sit in it later on, if you want to sit in it late now, you put in some tunes and just let this sink in and just reaffirm it to yourself until you believe it. Until you believe it in your heart and your mind no longer is rewiring you back to not believing it.
Yeah.
Because I tell you that I was like, oh, let me earlier when I was putting my wires back there, I had all these wires because I have you know, I plug in everything and I have the lights, and I was like, oh no, babe, you know, Empress Ingrid's gonna be here today. She's gonna do her thing. I'm not gonna, you know, something was like, oh, okay, all right. You want to do Jesse? Okay. So when you said pull the car, I was like, okay.
It already had you. He got your back. It was right back there.
Yeah. So we got your back. It really means, it really, really means we got your back. Not only on the human level, but on the spiritual level, which is very important to us as human, because we are here experiencing a human, but we are spiritual. So yeah, enjoy some of your time off or on. Always remember that your solitude and your power is more important than any force of nature that is trying to take over you. If it's not peace, if it's not peace and love, don't allow it. Let it run through it. It's not meant to be. If it makes you shiver and question yourself, let's not do it.
Oh, yes. Deanna, do you have any last words? I know, right? That was powerful. Wow. Wow. Yeah, wow. That's not, wow.
Wow. Wow. I love all of you very much. And I'm loving that I love you. I feel so honored and just grateful, you know, to be here with all of you, to witness all of you, to witness myself when I'm with you. You know, it's really amazing. It's really, really amazing. And I want to encourage you, if you don't have a tribe, if you don't have people that you can just cry with and vibe with, get angry, get mad, throw a tantrum with, get with us. I mean, we are your tribe. So be with us. Reach out to us individually if you would like to, or collectively, and just join the alignment meditations that Nicole was talking about the other day. Reach out to us and ask us for the link, and we will give it to you, because we want you to realize and know that you are not alone. You are not alone. You're not alone. But you have to take the step. You have to take action to come to us. I mean, we can't do your part. We can only do our part. So you have to do your part and reach your hand out and just say, Dee or Angela or Jesse or even Nicole or whoever, you know, you resonate with, please. I want to kick it with you, girl. Can we hook up? And then we will hook up. So again, I love you.
Love you, queen.
Right on the time. Love you. Love you more. Love you both. Oh my goodness. It's a blessing to have a tribe. It's a blessing to be able to come together with sisters that, you know, can resonate with you. You know, too many times because of our limiting beliefs, we don't accept each other, not knowingly. You know, it's just because we're trapped by those different conditionings, you know, those labels, those things. But when you don't have them, when you learn and you love and you grow, free. It's like what Jesse was talking about. If it doesn't feel like peace and love, don't subscribe. Don't subscribe to it. That's not the subscription that you want, because it's going to bring about something more of the chaos. You don't want that. More of the disharmony, not the unity. You know, coming together is total acceptance of yourself, and then you'll be able to totally accept another person with that love, that peace, and that freedom, you know? And wow. Yes, we're going to love up on you all. We're going to continue to love up on you all forever and a day. All right? So, and it's infinity. It's going to keep on coming, keep on flowing. And if you all know, we have joined the collective, and that's what we're looking for everyone around the world to be able to do, because that's the energy flow. It's eternal, you know, and we're joining that, and we want you to come on and join us. You know, it's all right to be yourself. It's all right to love yourself. It's all right to show who you are. Feel your heart, shine your lights. Woo! Yes, that's what I strive to always instill in my children, and that's what I strive to instill in my friends. And of course, I only could do that because I'm instilling it in myself. Oh my goodness, I love you all dearly. This was an awesome and amazing flow of a show. Awesome and amazing. I love you guys. I pray that everyone has a blessed day full of love and light, setting those intentions that you want for yourself, those positive, beautiful intentions, and seeing it through. Show up for yourself every day. When you wake up in the morning and you open your eyes in your right mind, able to do this again for you, thank and praise the Almighty, the divine, whoever you call, however you call on that divine spirit, that you are able to do so, and then hit the ground running and do what you got to do for yourself. Show up and play full out. Play full out. Yes.
Full out.
Get a yoga move. Show your strength.
Yes. There you go. Hey, Paula.
Awesome. Love you guys dearly. Hope to trust to see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. And anybody on the replay, catching us on the replay, please type replay in the box. And also any questions or any comments you have about this show, because it's all will be a part of another show. And we will answer your questions if you have any questions in due time. All right, everyone, have a blessed day full of love and light. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you.
Love you.